right, so we are finished with Haze's hair and we are ready to start her makeup. The reason that dancers need makeup is because when the bright lights hit their faces, you lose a lot of the shadows that give their faces dimension. This also affects how you see their expressions on stage, and we want to see those shining smiles. So we're simply adding back in the natural features so that the audience can see their facial expressions rather than just a blank circle with eyes. Here are the supplies you're going to need. You need a palette of eyeshadow that has at least 3 colors of brown. I'm going to be using this lightest shade, the medium shade, and the darkest shade. You also are going to need a rose-colored blush, some waterproof mascara, and some rose-colored lipstick. Haze brought her own for germ's sake, but this is actually my favorite lipstick for little kids. It is Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline, and this stuff, once you put it on, it stays on really, really well. So that's why I like it for littles who, you know, wipe their face and we don't want anything to smudge. So I really like this one, but anything that you've got at home that's a similar rosy kind of pink color is great if you want to use that instead. Older dancers are also welcome to do eyeliner as well as foundation. Our little kiddos don't need foundation. Their skin is already perfect. But you know, the preteens and older kiddos, especially if they're starting to get oily skin, they might want to start with foundation. So I'm going to start Haze with some eyeshadow. So like I said, we're going to be using the lightest color. This is going to go right on the bone, right underneath her brow. Then we'll do the medium color on the lid of her eye. And the darkest color will go right in the crease. So grab a brown shade palette of eyeshadow and we'll get to work. All right. I'm gonna start, thank you for closing your eyes. I'm gonna start under her eyebrow and highlight. So again, this is where the light hits them the most, so we want it to be the brightest, lightest shade. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the medium brown. This is going to go on her lid. Okay, and then the darkest brown is going to go in her crease, right between where you put the lightest and the medium. And then I'm going to take my ring finger and just blend it all together. So there's no more smudges. It all just kind of fades one color to the next. Open. Perfect. I'm going to do a little bit more on this side, close. I'm going to blend it. Open. Perfect. Now, if you have a blonde dancer, obviously Haze is not, she has beautiful brown hair, but if you have a beautiful blondie, also take some eyeshadow, either the medium or the dark brown, and do their eyebrows. Then we'll be able to see their expressions on stage, and you can really see if they're excited or smiling, and we can see those eyebrows in addition to their shadows on their eyes. All right, we are ready for our rose-colored blush. This is going to go from the squishy part of their cheek, up their cheekbone, into their hairline, almost to the temple. You're gonna wrap it around, and this will just give them better definition, again, so we can see their smiling faces. I like to have my dancers smile so I can find that apple of their cheek, and then go from there. So Hayes, can you smile really big? Good job. So I'm going to start at this squishy part and make my way up to her temple. Let me see. Beautiful. I'm going to go a little bit more on this right there. All right. I also like to take a little blush and define where their skin, their forehead, meets their hairline. Again, so that we can just really see where their face stops and their hair starts and define how they look. And that's the blush. I'll do the lipstick next. Again, this one is my favorite, but you can use whatever you have at home. This one is from Hayes' house. Can you go like this? Good job. Perfect. You want to rub them together just a little? Perfect. Let me fix right here. All right. So it's a very natural pink color. We don't want any bright reds, nothing like that. Just a little bit darker than their natural shade in a nice rosy color. All right, next we're going to use mascara, which I know sounds a little bit scary on the little ones, but I promise it's not that bad. I have two methods to help you apply mascara, especially to little kiddos. The first one, if you have a really wiggly kiddo, you can take some tape and you can apply it under their eye and maybe even over their eye. And then just take the mascara, and you don't have to worry about getting it everywhere because the tape will peel up and they'll look beautiful underneath. The way I'm going to do it on Hayes, though, because she's not super wiggly, I'm going to have her look at the hand that actually is holding this, the base of my mascara. And then if she's looking at this, she's not worried about the wand that's coming really close to her eye. I can also use this to open her eyes more if I need them more open, or to close her eyes more if I need them more closed. So it's a really good way to control how their eye is without getting it everywhere. All right. So Hayes, you're gonna look at the pink, okay? Perfect. And I'm only doing her top lids. You don't need to worry about the bottom lids. Okay, now is where it gets a little bit tricky. I have to cross my hands. So you're gonna look at the pink. All right. So this is our finished makeup look. Again, it's very subtle. We're just trying to highlight those natural spots where we get color, where we have shadows, so that the lights don't wash us out. All right, and here is a close-up of Hayes with her makeup on. So you can see exactly how dark each of those applications were. All right, thank you so much for watching our hair and makeup tutorial for True Dancing Company. I wish your dancer the best of luck for recital, and we will see you soon. Thank you.